The esoteric teachings aim to develop the ability to warp reality and shape it to one's advantage. The power of intention is indeed immense. And yet sometimes it doesn't work. In spite of all the efforts put in focusing the goal, reality doesn't bend to one's will. Let's analyze this from the esoteric point of view first, and then we will analyze it from the scientific point of view. In esotericism, the magician has to develop an inner power, an inner strength, totally adherent with the goal that is totally felt as certain, true, like the sun rising every day from the horizon. To develop such a certitude, the magician has to know himself, herself, in order to detect the possible points within where uncertitude is hidden. That's why you spend such a big amount of time in working on yourself in order to know yourself, to know your strength, but especially to know your weakness. If your certitude has spread here and there some little points of doubts, it is not a complete certitude. Therefore, there, in the little doubts spread here and there, the roots of failures may develop. Certitude is created not only because you deeply believe in what you want to actualize. This is a mental certitude, which is not said that it will be supported by the psychological point of view, which hides in the subconscious part of ourselves. Therefore, it is quite difficult to be detected. Therefore, not everyone can become a magician, because if you are not honest enough with yourself to accept your weakness and then work on them in order to transform them into strength, you won't be able to become a real magician. But you may become a charlatan. That's, of course, quite possible. But if you are indeed an honest person, you will detect these points spread into your subconscious, and you will work on them so that these weakness points will become your strength points. And this is one aspect of the magical work. The other aspect is to see, to check if your health is all right. Because if you are physically weak, you won't be able to perform any magic at all. Because the body must be strong and powerful. And don't forget that in magic we use our brain a lot to focus the intention. If our body is not healthy, our brain will not work with the necessary strength and concentration needed to focus the intention. In 1991, an incredible American journalist, Michael Talbot, published a book, The Holographic Universe. In this book, he highlighted the parallels between ancient mysticism and quantum reality. He interviewed and studied the most important quantum physics scientists like David Bohm, Karl Pribram, and others. He thoroughly studied their concepts, the ideas they had developed through their experiments, and saw the parallels with what mysticism and esotericism had been always declaring. We are all interconnected, and being the reality an hologram means that everything contains, in a more or less large part, the reality of everything. In every cell of creation, we can find the informations of the entire universe. The very same idea was expressed by the British scientist Rupert Sheldrake, who called it the morphogenetic fields, this substance which compenetrates everything in creation, so that we are all indeed interconnected, and within everything there is the information of everything in the creation. This means that within us we can reach every aspect present in this reality that we want to amplify in our lives. Let's take the most common example. We want more abundance in our life, right? We connect within with the abundance present in creation, in reality, and we expand within us that vibration. We expand it to such a level that we become abundance ourselves. Being abundance, we vibrate with these vibrations which resonate with abundance, and of course, because there is this resonance, we attract abundance in our life. Larry Dossey is an American physician who was deeply touched by the miracles happening through the power of prayers that he decided to investigate the matter. His books are really interesting. Also because the main question was, why do prayers work and produce miracles in some people and they don't with other people? What is the difference? I summarize it in the following explanation, taken from his books and from his observations. When people pray in a serene attitude, there is a serene faith, confidence, and most of all, there is no push, no tension, no urge within to reach, to achieve something, in the case of an illness, to achieve health. From the observations of Dr. Larry Dossey, miracles manifested. But if there was a push in being positive, I want to believe at any cost I will be healthy for sure. This push, this urge, produced an inner tension that doesn't allow the energy to flow freely. In fact, Dr. Larry Dossey wrote, obliging oneself to be positive produces negative results. Therefore, be positive, think always in a positive way, but never oblige yourself to be positive, when in reality, deep inside, you are not positive. And here we go back to the magician preparation. You have first to understand what is inside of you which prevents you to be totally positive and confident. You must first detect those seeds, heal them. After that healing of the bad, toxic seeds, you will be able to have enough confidence in the divine, and your prayers will be fulfilled. And your magical actions will materialize.